Starting tomorrow, people struggling with mental health will find it easier to get the help they need. We'll share all you need to know about the new suicide prevention hotline.
Plus, the latest details in the case of a DeForest man accused of stalking and plotting to kill a former classmate. And
we're learning new details after the release of an autopsy report of a young black man who was fatally shot by police in Ohio more than 40 times. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. A big change is being made to the suicide prevention hotline starting tomorrow. Anyone in the U.S. will be able to dial 988 and be connected to a trained mental health counselor.
The short number is easier to remember, and the goal is to get people the help they need faster. However, there are some concerns. Many people worry some states may not be ready for the expected influx of calls. In 2020, the line received 3.6 million calls, chats, and texts. And experts expect that number to double this year. Mental health groups worry the number could also exhaust resources and result in longer wait times or even dropped calls. They say it's important for states to get behind the local crisis centers and back mental health resources that are so crucial in saving lives.
In the great majority of cases, suicidal ideation is reduced, distress is reduced, and oftentimes individuals are ready to take that next step.
The nonprofit that operates the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline plans to soon launch a pilot program for LGBTQ+ individuals to call. The hope is that such a program could become a permanent sub-network, similar to one that already exists for veterans, and add a more centralized crisis line specialized for a community that is considered at higher risk for suicide and self-harm.
Well, here in Wisconsin, calls made to 988 will be answered right here in the state.
The number was born from a bipartisan bill headed by Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin. Our own Arman Rahman has more from Senator Baldwin. Arman?
That's right. 988, as you said, that's all you'll need to call to get 24/7 support for thoughts of suicide, mental health, or substance abuse crises. And that support for Wisconsinites will come from right here in the state. Now, Congress designated the 988 code in 2020 after a bill by Senator Baldwin and former Colorado Senator Cory Gardner. So what happens when in Wisconsin someone calls or texts 988? They'll be connected to one of 26 counselors at the Wisconsin Lifeline Call Center in Green Bay, supported and funded by the Department of Health Services.
It wasn't just passing a bill and having it signed into law. There's a lot of technical work that goes into making this work on the part of our telecommunications partners. And we need to make sure that when somebody calls, there's going to be somebody who answers the calls promptly. So there's our call centers with people with training, and then the resources to refer people to.
And DHS officials say last year they saw about 2,900 suicide calls from Wisconsin answered by the National Lifeline. Senator Baldwin says along with veterans and the LGBTQ community, there was an increase in suicide among agriculture workers back when she first started this bill. And now with the new Lifeline, officials say it'll be even easier for veterans to get connected directly to counseling specific to their struggles. We'll hear more from that in the next hour. For now, live in Madison, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
Arman, thank you. And if you know someone who is struggling, call the number on your screen after tonight, and then after tonight, call 988. Well, will today's rain continue into the weekend? Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is on the weather patio with the answer. Gary?
Well, Susan, the humidity certainly has gone up thanks to the rain that we had today, but I think the rain chances will actually be going down with time. Let's start out by taking a look at visible cloud track. You can see the thicker clouds that brought us the rain earlier heading to the south and east. We start to see some breaks in the clouds, but almost as soon as they form, the temperatures warm up by a degree or two and the clouds form right back in. But most of the rain now is out of Wisconsin. There are a few light showers south and east of Madison that show up from time to time. Can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm tonight, tomorrow night, or Sunday, but most of the time will be precipitation free. And you can see 6-hour future track radar, very little in the way of rain expected for this evening. Low temperatures this morning started out in the lower 60s where the clouds moved in a little quicker to the north and east. Temperatures stayed in the 50s. High temperatures today held down because of the clouds, mainly in the middle 70s, although has been a little warmer to the west where temperatures are closer to 80 degrees. But the more important thing is the humidity. Dew points yesterday were in the lower 50s. Now they're in the middle 60s and already in the lower 70s out toward the Mississippi River. So look for a humid night, some areas of fog forming, a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm with a low of about 64. Tomorrow, warm and humid. Again, can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm, but most of the time will be dry. High temperature at 81. It'll get even warmer for next week. I'll tell you how warm it'll get in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. On the campaign trail today is the deadline for fundraising reports covering the first half of the year.
Candidate fundraising has been up well into the millions.
Well, political reporter Will Keneally breaks them all down. Will?
That's right. So we're looking at the numbers here for the first 6 months of 2022, which can be a relatively good marker for when the campaign started in earnest. The top line numbers for the governor's race here. According to the Evers campaign, the incumbent governor has raised $10.1 million in the first 6 months. And that includes a $4.2 million donation from the state Democratic Party, according to reporting from WISCPolitics.com. When you compare that to where we were in 2018, Evers had only raised $496,000 compared to Walker, who is the incumbent, who had raised $5.5 million. The difference here was that Evers was running in a Democratic primary that split the donor base. And if you compare that incumbent to incumbent, Evers has a significant lead on where former Governor Scott Walker was 4 years ago. A little bit less than double, but this is the same but this is the same across the board. So we've seen in the Republican side as well, an increase in the funds that the Republican challengers have raised. Rebecca Clayfish's campaign says she has raised $3.6 million in the first 6 months of 2022. That's relatively close to where Walker was 4 years ago, especially considering that she also is running in the Republican primary like Evers was 4 years ago. Tim Ramthun, also running as a Republican, has raised $173,000 in the first 6 months. There's another major Republican, Tim Michels, running. He's the one who's been endorsed by Donald Trump and Tommy Thompson. As of this afternoon, we still don't know his fundraising numbers yet.
Well, thank you. The DeForest man accused of stalking a former classmate and plotting to kill her and her family pleaded not guilty in court today. 20-year-old Gabriel Savage made the plea during an arraignment this morning in Dane County Court. He is facing 6 felony charges, including 4 counts of attempted first-degree intentional homicide, 1 count of attempted first-degree sexual assault by use of a dangerous weapon. Savage is currently being held in the Dane County Jail on a $100,000 bond. Right now, the search continues for a missing Milwaukee teen. 15-year-old Janiyah Walker has been missing since June 23rd. She was last seen leaving her home in Milwaukee. Walker was wearing a green Adidas shirt and carrying a large backpack when she left. She is described as 5'3" and weighs 130 pounds. She has black hair, brown eyes, and has a history of mental illness. If you have seen Janiyah or if you have any information on her whereabouts, please call 1-800-THE-LOST.
Today, the Milwaukee County Health Department issued a mask advisory for the city of Milwaukee. They're recommending all individuals, regardless of vaccination status or past COVID-19 infection, to wear a mask at all times when indoors and in a public setting. This advisory applies to all individuals in Milwaukee over the age of 2 years who can medically tolerate wearing a mask. Now, yesterday, the county moved into the CDC's high level of COVID-19 community spread.
The Democratic-led House in Washington, D.C. passed 2 bills today that would protect abortion access for women across the nation. The Women's Health Protection Act prohibits states from imposing limits on abortions that would make them more difficult or costly to obtain. The second measure would prohibit states from interfering with a woman's right to cross state lines to obtain an abortion.
Every person deserves dignity, safety, and care in seeking an abortion.
Mid to late term abortion is a barbaric procedure which can include dismemberment of the baby and crushing of the skull.
Both measures are likely to fail in the Senate, where 60 votes are required to advance the legislation. President Biden has said he supports changing Senate rules to codify abortion rights across the country.
An autopsy report released today reveals 25-year-old Jalen Walker had 46 gunshot wounds after his deadly encounter with police during a traffic stop in Akron, Ohio. Nichelle Medina shares more.
The medical examiner who conducted the autopsy says Jalen Walker had 41 bullet entry wounds and 5 graze wounds. 26 bullets were lodged in his body.
15 gunshot wounds injured the torso and caused internal injury to his heart, lungs, liver, spleen, left kidney, intestines, and multiple ribs. Jalen Walker's death was due to blood loss from his internal injuries.
Continue to surround this family with love and respect.
Walker was laid to rest Wednesday after days of protest and unrest in Akron. Police shot him last month after an attempted traffic stop. Body cam video shows Walker running from the car. He was unarmed during the shooting, but police say a weapon was fired from the car and they recovered a handgun. The medical examiner did not complete a gunshot residue report because those tests have been discontinued in recent years. The autopsy found no evidence of drugs or alcohol in Walker's system.
There were handcuffs on his body at the time we received him. This is something that happens often enough that we do keep a handcuff key at the office.
Attorneys for the Walker family say they plan to hold police accountable for every round fired at Walker.
Jalen, unfortunately, as an unarmed man with no drugs, no alcohol in his system, came to a brutal and senseless death.
Thursday, the NAACP asked the Justice Department to open a federal civil rights investigation into Walker's death. Nichelle Medina, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, the officers involved are on paid leave while the state investigates the shooting.
The Buffalo, New York grocery store where 10 people were killed in a mass shooting just 2 months ago is now back open. Members of the community gathered to join in prayer and remember the lives lost before Tops Supermarket opened its doors once again this morning. The store has been completely renovated and there are new safety and security measures along with a memorial for the shooting victims. Investigators say the attack was racially motivated. The 19-year-old gunman is facing 14 hate crime charges.
So to come, Gary has your complete weekend forecast. That's next at 5.
Plus, WNBA star Brittany Griner returns to a Russian courtroom as her lawyers lay out her defense. We'll have the latest details in the case when we return. And Wisconsin now has 7 confirmed monkeypox cases. We'll find out what local health experts are saying about the virus coming up at 6.
And a strong end to the week on Wall Street. The Dow soaring more than 658 points. The Nasdaq jumps 201. S&P 500 up 73. We'll be right back.
Black Friday mattress deals have come to July at Ashley. Get any size Beautyrest Harmony and Harmony Luxe or Luxe Hybrid mattress for the price of a twin. And save 55% instantly on this Ashley Chime Queen Bed in a box, now just $2.99. Guaranteed delivery in 5 days or less on in-stock mattresses. Only at Ashley.
I'm Tim Michaels. Commanding the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier was an honor beyond measure. America is a miracle of countless sacrifices from unknown patriots. Honoring that is our duty. But today, America is under attack by radicals trying to tear down everything that makes America great. This is a fight we cannot lose. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm running for governor to help save the America that those before saved for us.
Discover intuitive technology at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
Raising healthy children takes a village, and kids thrive when their village is healthy too.
SSM Health and News 3 Now are helping you unlock a healthier world with our Time for Kids Keys to Health campaign. We'll show you how sustainable choices create healthier lifestyles, explore the impacts of food security on families,
and share ways we can help build a healthy community together. So join us on air, online, and in your village.
And take time for kids.
Hy-Vee hot deals are super hot this Friday through Sunday. Get a 24-pack of Pepsi products, only $8.48. Plus, get a 5-cent fuel saver. A 40-pack of Hy-Vee purified water, only $3.99. Plus, get a 5-cent fuel saver. And the savings are hotter than hot on our special recipe brats. Get 8 for only $12. Plus, get a 16-cent fuel saver. Scan the QR code and check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Black Friday deals have come to July at Ashley. Get discounts of up to 60% off on doorbusters throughout the store. Plus 60-month special financing, no minimum purchase, and no money down on in-stock items. Don't miss the best Black Friday deals on all furniture now, only at Ashley.
At a moment's notice, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline has a new number. We share the reason for this change. And we sit down with infectious disease experts to identify all the information you need to know about monkeypox tonight at 6.
Monona Terrace is celebrating its 25th anniversary. Don't miss this free community celebration Saturday, July 23rd, featuring music, dance performances, and a spectacular drone light show. The event is free, but capacity is limited. Presented by W. Jerome Frauci and Pleasant Roland Frauci.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back, everyone. U.S. basketball star Brittany Griner returned to a Russian court today. She listened from inside a cage as her lawyers submitted evidence in her defense. Michael George has the latest from New York.
Brittany Griner was handcuffed and wearing a Nirvana t-shirt as she was led into a cage inside a Russian courtroom. At one point, she managed to smile. During the hearing, lawyers for the athlete presented a letter from an American doctor recommending the use of medical cannabis for chronic pain. Griner's lawyers also submitted standard anti-doping tests that showed no use of drugs.
In the hearings yesterday and today, what became very clear is the tremendous amount of respect and admiration, both in the United States and here in Russia, where Ms. Griner has been playing basketball for 7 years, not only for her professional achievements, but for her character and integrity.
The WNBA star has been detained since February when cannabis oil was found in her luggage. In an effort to secure a less severe sentence, she pleaded guilty last week, saying she had no criminal intent. After the hearing, her lawyer was asked if Griner will testify on her own behalf.
I think we will tell you on the 26th what will happen. We need time to prepare for the next hearing as well.
The U.S. considers Griner wrongfully detained and says it's doing all it can to get her released. But with U.S.-Russian relations at a low point over the war in Ukraine, hopes for a possible prisoner swap seem dim. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Griner faces up to 10 years in prison if convicted. Her next court appearance is scheduled for July 26th.
President Biden made history this morning when he became the first U.S. president to fly directly from Israel to Saudi Arabia. The president meeting with Saudi King Salman and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who the president says he pressed about the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The Crown Prince denied responsibility. The president also called on the Saudis to produce more oil.
Saudi Arabia leads OPEC. They are in the driver's seat. You know, Saudi Arabia, UAE are sort of the two countries that have some spare capacity.
Earlier in the day, the president met with Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas. The president said he supports a two-state solution for Palestine and Israel, even though the timing is uncertain.
Well, let's get a check at the weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has your weekend forecast. Gary?
Well, it was a rainy day today. We had showers and thunderstorms for much of the day. Rain vision rainfall accumulation estimates show perhaps as much as 2 to 4 inches of rain falling from northeastern Iowa through far southwestern Wisconsin, just to the south of Prairie du Chien over toward Platteville and Lancaster, and then into parts of northwestern Illinois. Now, fortunately, this band was a little farther south than the band, if you remember, the day after the 4th of July that kind of fell in this area, just to the north across Crawford County and then through Greene and into southern Rock County. So that's good news there. That's why we didn't see much in the way of flooding issues. Much of the area from Madison southward picked about 1 to 2 inches of rain. Here at the station, we picked up 1.31 inches of rain according to our rain gauge. A little bit less north of Madison, about a ½ inch to an inch, and then another band of 1 to 2 inches and maybe 2 to 3 inches in this red band from just west of Fond du Lac up into parts of central central Wisconsin. So again, you know, when we get into these situations, it's hard to tell who's going to get the heaviest rain until the storms actually start training over the same area. But you can see on high-resolution radar now, the rain is pretty much gone from Wisconsin. Most of the showers down into northern Illinois. I can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm popping up at some point, but right now, even though the air is humid, you know, maybe a couple of sprinkles here or there showing up. And again, you can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm. Now, as we head into next week, the temperatures go up, the humidity levels go up. Storm Prediction Center already on Tuesday has a severe weather outlook for much of the Midwest, including all of Wisconsin. But this is a very interesting situation because the atmosphere will be charged for severe weather. The problem is it just may be too hot for storms to develop at all. So if thunderstorms develop, they have a very good chance of becoming severe, but it's more likely we don't even see the storms, at least here in southern Wisconsin. The higher chances will be up to the north. So again, this is a very conditional outlook. If we don't see any storms at all, obviously we're not going to have any severe weather, so we'll keep an eye on that. Rainfall over the next couple of days, very little expected. Again, can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm, but the rain from today going to the south and east, this rain will come in on Monday, staying out to the west, and around here, very little in the way of measurable precipitation. But the humidity levels will stay high thanks to today's rain and will continue to go up. Highs lower 80s for Saturday, mid 80s for Sunday, and then by Monday, high temperatures will be around 90 with heat index readings perhaps as high as 98 degrees. So for tomorrow, look for very cloudy skies. It'll be warm and humid. Can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm. Most of the day will be dry. You can see this on Future Track. Tonight, we'll see some areas of fog forming. Lows in the mid-60s, slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm tonight. Tomorrow, highs in the lower 80s, some breaks in the clouds. Tomorrow night, again, a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm, but you can see how little precipitation is showing up. And then on Sunday, highs in the middle 80s. Again, a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm or sunshine on Sunday. Up to 90 on Monday, near 90 on Tuesday. Again, a slight chance for a thunderstorm late Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening. Temperatures drop a bit from Monday, but come right back up. Humidity levels stay high through next weekend and beyond, and just a slight chance for a thunderstorm on Friday. Otherwise, we're looking at pretty much dry weather. As we take a look at first warn weather, or first warn traffic right now, this is the view of the Beltline at Stoughton Road. You can see traffic moving very steadily in both directions. The flex lanes are open, not seeing any delays either direction on the Beltline, which is good news there. Traffic times about 15 minutes either direction on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. A quick 24 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990. 16 minutes from Middleton to Sauk City on US 12. Downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151 takes you 18 minutes. That's your news through now. First warn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. There's still time if you want to get a lottery ticket. Right now, the Mega Millions jackpot for tonight is worth $450 million. The winnings break down to about $276 million in cash. So far this year, only 3 jackpots have been claimed. Your odds, don't want to be Debbie Downer here, but your odds of winning the jackpot is about 1 in 300 million. But as the saying goes, you have to play if you want to win.
Somebody's going to win, right?
Somebody's got to win it, right?
Might as well be you.
It's fun to dream. Well, gas prices are going down, some positive signs for the economy, but one piece of data remains a big concern. We'll have that story next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Wisconsinites' thoughts on Biden's record gas prices.
Man, do you saw those prices? That's $5 a gallon, $5.19.
My daughter's a 24-year-old that makes a moderate living and it's killing her.
Gas prices affect our standard of living. You know, it's less money for a house.
It's killing the middle class.
I really believe that Ron Johnson will put America first.
I'm looking for a politician that can advocate for the people.
Ron Johnson is for the small guy, and I'm one of those guys, and he's the guy that we want to vote for.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
How much money have you wasted trying to find just the right shade of foundation to match your skin tone? Now, there's Color Beauty Self-Adjusting Foundation. And here to tell us more about this revolutionary beauty product is beauty expert Angie Bruce.
As this comes out of the bottle, it's white, and as I apply it, it releases color beads with pressure until it's the perfect color. And also, it's got this amazing silky, lightweight finish. It's never greasy, and you're not gonna feel like you need to blot your face throughout the day because it's not shiny.
It's really difficult for me to find
find a good tone foundation. I usually purchase about 3 or 4 and sometimes mix them. Color Beauty is a game changer in finding the right foundation. You put it on your skin and it transforms into your own skin tone.
The Color Beauty foundation is so simple to put on. My skin looks great. It just looks awesome.
Is it just one shade for all skin tones?
It actually comes in light and medium. So if you've got fair skin or you burn more easily in the sun, go with the light. If you've got more of a darker skin color, go with the medium.
It's weightless and it's full coverage. It literally just matches my skin as soon as I put it on. It's no work. I've never experienced a foundation like this.
My biggest problem area is my cheeks. Color Beauty feels really light on my skin and it is pretty full coverage, so it looks like I don't have too much foundation on, but it is covering all my acne scars. I actually really love it. The other thing is it has really nice sun protection.
This has SPF 50 in it. That's so much sun protection, but you don't feel like you have a bunch of sunscreen on your face. So I've never found another product that feels this good, that gives that much protection.
And I've heard that Color Beauty is running a special promotion right now.
Yes, order Color's Ultimate Beauty Package today and get 40% off. You'll get the color adjusting foundation, the skin smoothing primer, and the fan favorite lash enhancer for thicker, longer looking lashes at 40% off. Plus, get free shipping. Visit color40.com or call the number on your screen.
Out here, we know a thing or two about beef. Hy-Vee knows beef too. Only 6 out of 100 cattle are even good enough to bear the Hy-Vee brand. Only 6 out of 100. Quality like that is hard to find. So enjoy your Hy-Vee steak this weekend. You've earned it.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
American consumers are spending more, but likely getting less.
The shoppers spent 1% more in June than the previous month, making it the best monthly increase since May. But those numbers aren't adjusted for inflation, which has hit a 40-year high. Experts say inflation could come down soon, but others worry the rising cost of diesel fuel. They say that's a sign that we're still a long way from economic stability.
Pump shut off at $999 and you're not full yet? Never in my life.
We got to figure out a way to get these fuel prices back and get back to business.
Data released this week shows inflation is surging, with U.S. consumer prices jumping by 9.1% year over year. And stay with us for a final check of your First Warn weekend forecast after a short break.
Change it up and choose Dutch Boy from Menards. Get the best quality Dutch Boy paints at the best prices. Pick out the perfect color. We offer free custom color matching and tinting to create thousands of color options. And with Dutch Boy's easy opening, smooth pouring container, and no prep, no prime formula, transforming your home has never been easier. Save 11%. And all Dutch Boy paints now at Menards.
Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God. I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. And I said, I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under-eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
Yeah, this looks really good. All these
these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. It's like so full of myself.
I've had under eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under-eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
I'm Tim Michaels. Commanding the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier was an honor beyond measure. America is a miracle of countless sacrifices from unknown patriots. Honoring that is our duty. But today, America is under attack by radicals trying to tear down everything that makes America great. This is a fight we cannot lose. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm running for governor to help save the America that those before saved for us.
Well, there's high-resolution radar. Most of the rain is gone. Can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm, but 6-hour future track radar doesn't show very much out there. Temperatures mid-70s in Madison, a little warmer out to the west. Dew points, though, mid-60s to the lower 70s. Could even see some fog tonight.
Well, we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.